I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Here's something I learned that house cleaning people do not react so far as in elevators. They keep straight faces. They keep their conversations going.
Yeah, because they got to deal with old men.
Don't ask me how I shit. All right, y'all.
You know, because you smelt it. You like...
I know because I dealt it. Sometimes you don't
smelt it and dealt it.
You don't listen when you don't know that the elevator is gonna stop. Sometimes you think it's safe. I'm just saying, you all part of it. It's the worst when it's just like a small woman gets on. Like, shit, I didn't mean it, man.
Sorry. Air out. You just try to play cool, like, damn, it was staying.
There's a camera in that elevator. There's a camera somewhere of me fanning a fart. That's all I know. That's all I know. It happened.
Like, oh damn, well damn. But then again, when you get in the elevator with her by yourself, you're like, damn, that person before me, oh shit, they snapped. Man, there was no one. It was just you propped up.
Yeah, RedCycloneInc, yo. Take it easy.
Yes. Later.
Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. This is your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is up?
He is on assignment, doggy sitting, so it's not a in-studio session. What it is.
In studio in my house session.
Exactly. But
yes, I don't have a mic. I'm using my tablet, which I got this week, which I got for free with my T-Mobile account.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you sound pretty good, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a good thing because we had Jenkins use his tablet before and it wasn't that great. So that was my scare of it.
No, it sounds pretty good.
Good.
So there's been a few things this week. There's been a few trailers that dropped.
Yep.
Some developments in I guess you since you went back in time to look at some comic stuff.
Yes.
Got that.
Back in time.
Also, current event stuff. Hey man, if you on Facebook, you might want to change your password again.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not gonna pretend to be the authority on anything tech and the internet, but when you see that 50 million people got their accounts hacked, you kind of want to just put the message out there. Hey, do your due diligence and go change your shit.
Yeah, funny shit is I'm not even knowing that the 50 million got hacked. I had to change it because I forgot the password.
See, good.
I forgot the password.
The long and short of it is that whatever type of hack it was allowing the people who were hacking to basically like look at your page, and they were able to, I guess, access the information that was, if it was yours. Like if there's some type of bug in the thing where whenever you have your password saved, I guess Facebook does a thing where they let it be, I guess, a faster login, so you don't have to put it in every time.
Yeah.
And somebody found an exploit for that. So basically, that's how they found their way in. I mean, the solution, I guess, is to not use that, because you never know in the future how secure that type of thing is. But then again, we think about it. Doesn't every website use that now?
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, if you log in once, we save your password, so you don't have to do it again. Sometimes I know your browser does it. Like if you use Chrome, they offer to save your password.
They are. Yeah, most of the time they automatically do it.
But
you go into it enough times, they're like, all right, you're a regular.
Yeah. So that's a thing, but also you have to remember that Facebook is an app, so the app version also does it too.
Yeah.
And you know how many people use the app version, so that's a lot.
Yep.
So it's not gonna be Chrome or Firefox saving your password. So it's especially, I guess, vulnerable if you're using the app version. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, reset your password, motherfucker.
There you go.
So which trailer you want to talk about first? Because we're not really going too in depth into the Dark Phoenix. I just want to say I saw it and I hope it's a decent movie. I don't know who's behind it, so I can't really speak on that.
We could go into that. Dark Phoenix just had a trailer. Pretty much everything that after the Disney buyout, everything that was coming out already is still coming out. So X-Men Dark Phoenix, New Mutants, the X-Force movie are still set to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but nothing changed between then and like in the movie itself. Like it didn't take any time to change anything. Okay.
No, they did not.
All right.
Yeah. So I saw the trailer. What are your thoughts?
I've already said that I'm not a fan of that universe anyway.
Yeah.
If it's not Wolverine, because this seems to be the only character they know how to get. They learned how to get right.
Yeah.
And
sadly, on the final attempt.
Well, again, like I still hold out hope that he's not too old when they start production. So, of whatever they do in the future, I hope he can at least do one movie in the future. But like this right here, this Dark Phoenix saga, it didn't move me one way or the other. I'm disappointed because in the trailer you get the feel that they're not doing space.
Yeah.
That the origin is not space, because there's nothing in the trailer that even hints at anything extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
The X-Men don't go on a space voyage or anything. They don't show any of that stuff. The other thing is they make sure that Jennifer Lawrence is in this movie, and I was 100% sure she had said she didn't want to do anymore.
Yep, and I'm sadly that she's in it. I was like, yes, she's not in it no more, and then I found out she's in it.
She's front and center as Mystique. And it's like, that's a little jarring, just because she has said, maybe this was the last one. I don't know, but like the actress had made it, known that she didn't want to do it anymore. I guess I believe she actually cited the makeup is like terrible on you. So, which is funny because you see Nightcrawler, he's in the movie too. I mean, it looks like they're trying to do a new thing with the Brotherhood. I see that Beast is a member. I don't know if that actually happened in the books. Yeah. There's like a few things here or there that kind of made me go, okay, I see they're doing new things that look interesting. That's one of them. A different Brotherhood, a different team of the Brotherhood is something I could see myself being like, if the acting is on par with what was the last one? Days of Future Past that I liked.
Yeah.
That was the same crew of actors and stuff. So, I could see it being all right. But other than that, it didn't make me go, oh shit. No, not in the least. What about you, man?
Yeah, I was just like, it's an action trailer. Good for it. Yay, another movie. I did not like Apocalypse a lot. Days of Future Past, I had my issues with. I just hated everything that Jennifer Lawrence was in it because I just don't like her. I don't think she's a great of actress, and I hate the fact that the focal point became her.
Yeah, kind of did. She did kind of become the main character.
And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, when the fuck Mystique became the main X-Men?
Yeah, that's true.
I like the fact that I started liking that they started bringing in like Cyclops and Storm and stuff like that. But then again, their stories were kind of fucked up, and I was just like, I just didn't care anymore. So this movie, again, I probably will see it because I know Julio most likely will want to see it.
Okay.
Because he loves the X-Men. But he doesn't like the movie. I don't know. He loves the movies per se, but I know he'll want to see it eventually, unless he says otherwise. I'm just thinking for him right now. Yeah.
Well, I know he's a Wolverine fan, and there's no Wolverine to be seen, so I don't think there's anything for him here.
And that would be probably something Jenkins would want to see.
Well, I think I'll just say I think maybe Apocalypse might have scared a few people off.
Oh,
because that movie was really bad. It was really bad, and that's fairly recent.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see. It comes out later. No, it actually got pushed back to next year.
Yeah, I did see. That's another thing about it. It did get pushed back.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's good or bad.
And they're releasing a PG-13 version of Deadpool in the holidays.
Okay. Now, is that something that they had planned a while ago, like for the holidays specifically?
No, I think it was just something that it was a joke, and they were like, you know what, let's do it. They had like a little thing with Fred Savage, and he was reading a book to Fred Savage, kind of like what was it?
Okay.
What was that movie? That what was the movie? Was it?
Not the one with Scrooge, right?
I don't know. I can't think of it. But anyway, there's a movie with Fred Savage. He's a kid, and his grandfather's telling him a story. Is that not a very ending story? No, the never ending story was the kid in the hiding reading. I'm not sure what movie is it. I think I can't think of it. Anyway, yeah, if you listening, if you know the movie, post it in the comment.
The movie with Howie Mandela's a monster, is it?
No, that's Little Monsters. No, that's not that.
Okay, cool.
It was something else. But anyway, so they did something with Deadpool, reading to Fred Savage, a grown man, Fred Savage, in a kid's room. And I think that's what's going to push into getting a PG-13 version of Deadpool, which I think will be great for people that didn't get to see it, and it was rated R, they couldn't see it, so
they're doing the first one, you said, or Deadpool 2?
Deadpool 2.
Is there a PG-13 cut of the first one, or they can't do that?
They can, but I don't think there was one.
No, I was asking you, like, do you think the footage-wise, could they cut that movie to PG-13? Like, what would they have to take out? Because there's a lot of bodies getting mangled.
If they could do a creative thing of how to do it, I think it would be great. Like showing like bang zoom, like the old Batman movies when he snaps, or even like when he curses, it bleeps.
Yeah, or they do like the old movies and put like another word.
No, I think of like a bleep and him like eventually like record live footage of him just getting mad at the bleeps eventually.
Oh shit!
Like really breaking the fourth wall with the movie, add a little bonus footage to it, seeing that they're old movies. You know what? You could try to do 1 and 2 and make it a double feature, and have a special PG-13 edition, and just add some things into it for the elements of PG-13, just to make you laugh, like him getting bleeped out and getting mad at it, or when he shoots somebody and does a show on TV, he looks at the TV and like.
Do you know if they're doing anything special for this one, or is?
I'm not sure. So I'm not sure at all, but I think it will sell. Deadpool 2 was great, and there's what you got? You got Creed. Creed is November. You have Bumblebee, and you have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse coming out Christmas. So during that time, it can make some money.
Okay. And it's a theatrical. Okay, I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of Bumblebee, did you see the trailer for that?
Yes.
That was pretty fun.
Oh man. All right. So I want to hate this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. But when you show me 80s versions of the robots and full CGI, it was fucking dope. My only thing about it is, how are they 80s things in Cybertron?
Because Cybertron is locked in the 80s. That's why.
That's what I was saying. Like, was Cybertron locked in the 80s?
Yeah, it never evolved.
Because, like, I was like, well, do we have boomboxes in Cybertron? Because he has to scan a boombox in order to change into it.
Yes, they are. They are locked into the 80s. Because Soundwave, is it Soundwave? He's in the movie.
Yeah.
And he still has his tape deck to shoot the thing out. The Panther.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I guess so. I guess
So
so.
I'm guessing Cybertron is not that advanced than us.
No, they are not. They went a different way.
They're stupid. They're the stupid version of the alien.
Well, see, isn't that why they have to? Don't they have to leave Cybertron in order to save it?
Yeah,
Like they have to find some other type of resource to save it.
yeah.
And I guess they're too dumb to invent it. So there you go.
Yeah.
So though I saw the trailer and I liked it a lot. I like to see the robots that look like the robots from the original Transformers. They really look cool. I was told that the jet shown was not Starscream though.
No,
Another character, yeah.
it's Thundercracker, I think.
That's what. Okay. Yeah, it was a different name. But it also the information was that Starscream is in the movie. So that's
Okay.
an interesting thing that I want to see. John Cena looking like we don't know if he's bad or good because it's the way they paint it is that there's Decepticons we think misleading the U.S. government
Yeah,
to thinking that the Autobots are the real bad guys.
yeah,
Because you see the Decepticons on the same team as the U.S. military,
yeah.
and they're hunting Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
So maybe they lied to them, or maybe the U.S. government in this movie is just evil. I don't know.
Just government could be evil.
It's
it's
2018.
believable.
People are not afraid to say that shit. So who knows? But it looks interesting. I'm definitely very much curious to see how this unfolds. I might see that in theaters.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
good.
very curious about it too, and then also Into the Spider-Verse. I really want to see. So both those movies I want to see.
Okay.
So I'll probably catch both of those in theaters.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and we're going to take a little break right here just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast that's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show. And that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well. So you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you.
What else? And Daredevil. Daredevil season 3 got a first official trailer. The Return of Kingpin.
See this I did not know about. So what did they just put it up on social media, or is it like
It's on Facebook. Well, I saw on Facebook, YouTube.
Okay, cool.
It's on YouTube and everything like that. Definitely check it out. It looks like it's going to be a really heavy story-driven season. I love the first 2 seasons of Daredevil. I think Daredevil is still my favorite show of the Netflix shows.
I think out of most people's. Well, I like the Punisher.
I like the Punisher, but I think Daredevil is just slightly higher in that for me. Because just the fight scenes and all, I think they were better on Daredevil.
Yeah, I just like what's his name, Bernthal.
Yeah.
As an actor, as the Punisher, he really jives with me for some reason.
Yeah.
So.
And the original showrunner of Daredevil is back on helm, so you're gonna get this crazy fight scenes that we got in season 1.
And they had something to do with some movie stuff, right? Weren't they
Ray
involved with
Redemption.
Yeah, that's the original.
Ray Redemption, John Wick.
Also, didn't Ray Redemption have something? Did they have something to do with Dredd or no?
Yeah.
They did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they got a history of doing some badass stuff. So that's cool. That's cool.
Yep. And Deadpool.
Really? They did the first Deadpool or
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2? Interesting. Did not know that. Is that why they left? To do Deadpool 2?
It was the director of the Deadpool 2.
Okay. Do you know if that's why he wasn't
no.
on season 2?
No, they wanted. I guess they were on different projects.
Okay. Cool. All
But
right.
yeah, the trailer looks really dope. Definitely check it out. It looks like they're going more towards Mark Waid's Daredevil's books.
Okay. Is there anything in particular he did, like a character he used like the most or something?
I think Bullseye is going to be introduced into the series.
Okay. Is that a
Um,
Mark Wade creation or is
no, he's an old creation, but Bullseye has always been a big villain of
oh
Daredevil.
Daredevil? Yeah, yeah.
He's like Osborn to Spider-Man. He's like that
Mm-hmm.
villain
Mm-hmm.
that always has something with Daredevil. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I like the fact that Kingpin is returning. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be good.
Is it still D'Onofrio?
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
hmm
Is he really good as Kingpin?
Yeah, I actually liked him a lot as Kingpin as well.
You can see the influence in Spider-Man the game is him.
hmm
So you can see like his portrayal is becoming a standard.
Yeah. Oh, talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man. There's been hints of the DLC.
More?
They said the DLC is gonna be about 10 hours of gameplay.
Okay.
They said it's gonna be a full story, and then it's gonna have a bunch of collecting things. Part of it. With the first one being the heist, which will be with Black Cat. They announced one of the suits already. They kind of showed it, which was it looked kind of like it could look kind of like a more metallic version of the current Insomniac suit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it looked very similar to that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm still waiting on the new game plus. I just want to play it again.
Oh, that's
So
not out yet?
no, it hasn't come out yet.
Okay. Cool.
They did a big update, but that was not part of the update.
I wonder, did they say they're gonna add anything specific for the new game plus, or is it just the ability?
They haven't really said anything about the new game plus. All they said really was is being tweaked. It was
Yes.
originally supposed to come out in the final product, but they wanted to fix it up a bit.
I bet you
So-
they're gonna fix Red Blossom. I heard that move is overpowered.
Red Blossom.
The one where you web up everybody, he jumps up in
Yeah.
the air, spins, and it's. I've heard that even if you use that move up until the end of the game, it still works.
Yeah.
It's so good that the enemies were typically in a video game because of like the way they look or the size they
Yeah.
have. You would think, oh, he's gonna shake it off, and it turns out no, he just gets stuck. So
Yeah, because it shoots so many webs around.
it's super strong. So yeah, like I
used
wouldn't be
that.
surprised if they fucking nerf that move.
Yeah, I
fighting
used
game.
that. I used that, and the one that gives you more focus.
Okay.
It gives you more focus attacks, especially when you're in stealth.
So what
doing
ended
the
up
stuff
being
helps.
your go-to suit? You didn't really talk about that.
When I do the main story, it's usually the main suit.
Yeah, you said
So
the
I
regular
usually-
suit. But
yeah.
outside of that, did you get to do anything where you had a favorite suit that wasn't?
I love the comic book suit,
Okay, cool.
the comic book animation suit that kind of pops out like Cell Shade.
Yeah.
I love that suit because it takes a lot for that to be part of the realistic. It just looks weird and funny at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I always been a Ben Reilly fan. Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider. I love the suit. So that was one of my favorite ones. I liked the noir. I liked the details the noir had.
That suit I've seen in videos, and it literally looks like it turns black when it's
Yeah.
nighttime. Like you really can't see it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Every suit has their own thing, and depending on what Spider-Man you liked and what Spider-Man you started reading at. Me, I always will be classic. I love the classic suit, but I love the Insomniac suit too. So usually I just keep that one on.
Okay. All right. So
But yeah, the animation one I think is the most standout one for me.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, I can't wait for the DLC. It's October 28th.
Not far. So that means it's right in time for Halloween.
Hopefully, New Game Plus comes out before that.
I'd hope so.
Everyone should definitely check it out. Check out Insomniac's Twitch page
Mm-hmm.
because they've been playing through the game and they've been showing a lot of stuff for the DLC and stuff like that. So everyone see previews.
Okay.
Follow their Twitch page because they've been showing a lot of stuff on there.
Nice. That's a lot more companies are doing that, and I dig that. Recently, because of Tokyo Game Show, Capcom has been doing streams of Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, okay.
So you got to see some just straight up Dante gameplay.
Cool.
He looks amazing. I forgot. I don't actually know the name of the gauntlets in that one, but the way they give you the bobbing and weaving, and oh my, that's too much. Capcom, why you do this? That shit looks it looks really good. I don't want to go too much into the controversy about the music, but it's a thing.
Okay.
So apparently there's a song in the game called Subhuman that they used for the trailers, and people got up in arms because the vocals were too loud and drowned out the music. Because it's like screaming metal. Okay. So that's not for everybody. Let's just put that out there. We know there's people that can't stand that. It is what it is. Yeah. But even so, after some people went out and tweaked the audio, like fans were like, "Oh, this actually sounds better," because it was just that the mix was for gameplay it was just off. So when you just listen to the song, it's just you really just hear the guy. Yeah. And the music is like not the prominent thing when it should be the other way around. And then they found out that the guy, he was a bad guy in a past life. So Capcom had to take the song down. Yeah. And apparently they went so far as to at Tokyo Game Show and the demo, I believe it was, they took it out of the demo. Yeah. There's something. They took it out of the demo. They took the song off the YouTube. They had a whole like, oh boy, this guy was kind of a bad person, so we gotta, take everything down. Yeah. So there was some stuff with this guy and children that happened years ago. I don't exactly know the details. I'm not gonna sit here and spread rumors about somebody. So if you want to check that out, it's out there for you to find. Okay. So that happened with Devil May Cry 5, which is, man, how come video games can't just be pure? What the fuck? This is the shit I don't need. I don't need shady people infiltrating, just good games. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. You know what I mean? But anyway, that was the thing. What else is coming out? But actually Street Fighter was doing some streams recently. Because they're doing a bunch of Capcom Pro Tour stuff. Yeah. Which is like their own tournament season where like at the end the points you accumulate, and then you get to go to this big grand tournament if you've managed to get enough points. And then so basically it's kind of like a Kumite type of thing. Okay. You just go around the world fighting people to gather points, and then at the end you all fight it out, which is kind of cool. So that's pretty cool to see. What else is streaming? Like, I'm just trying to think of all the people who are currently like the official companies that are like streaming their games now. Yeah. Like that's just really becoming a big deal. I think it's cool. So wait, anything else happened this week? I don't remember. I don't want to just talk about rumors and shit, because boy, there's some stuff that's going down too. Yeah. So what I was reading, they were talking about Red Dead Redemption online. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be 32-player online from the start. A lot of dead horses. That's all I gotta say. They didn't mention the microtransaction, but the microtransaction is pretty much like GTA 5's. So it's more like if you want to buy things fast, you can buy money. If not, you could grind and earn it. That's actually similar to what's going on in Devil May Cry 5. Yeah. People will get up in arms about that shit too. This game can't catch a break, man. It needs to come out already so more bad shit doesn't happen. Yeah. But yeah, there's fucking microtransaction bullshit in that game too now. Yeah. Yeah. So like, well, it's always been like even Grand Theft Auto 5 had it. It's not Grand Theft. I'm talking about Devil May Cry has it now. Oh yeah. So Red Dead Redemption is doing it is pretty much like shark card on Grand Theft Auto. You buy money if you want to buy things really fast. If not, it's very possible for you to gain the same amount of money. It will take you a couple hours to play. Or you could find some dude who's hacking the game and just throws money at you. Exactly. Or until they find out and then they reset everything. Yeah, exactly. But seeing that what Red Dead Redemption was, Rockstar is pretty much doing what they did with Grand Theft Auto 5. You're in for the long one with Red Dead Redemption. It's gonna have a lot of free updates. It's gonna have a lot of free like challenges and things like that. Mm-hmm. They're not making a
like a season pass, so that's something that's not there. And that's something I always gave credit to Rockstar, because even Grand Theft Auto 5 could have easily had a season pass, but no.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
Right. Stuff
So
came out when it came out. That's it.
They do the microtransactions thing correctly.
Yeah, they really
They don't force you to buy anything. They're just like, hey, if you want to get it faster, you can buy it, or you could just play the game and earn it. It's up to you.
The way they do it right is also it's not intrusive.
No.
So that's the main part of doing it right is never make it intrusive.
Yeah,
So-
they never like throw the money at like, oh, this is on sale, this is on sale. No, they never throw that shit on your face. If you want to see what's on sale and shit, there's a menu. You go there and they'll tell you everything.
Yes.
But it won't, like when you turn on the game, it won't tell you, oh, this is available for sale or something like that. No, they don't.
Yeah. That's
Red Dead.
That's the main thing.
Red Dead's gonna be good. I can't wait.
There are, I think there are, because it's very close to release. I think there were previews and stuff. I've listened to Giant Bomb this past weekend, so I've heard people who have actually got to touch the game, before it's out.
Yeah.
And they're like, yes, no, it's gonna be good. If you like Red Dead, fucking you are in store for a better one of that. So I'm happy. I hear the little improvements they're making. Like there's some horse tech going on now. They show up a trailer and people were like enamored with the horse's balls.
They're realistic.
Yeah, it was just like, Jesus Christ, what is going? Like, all right, well, but they're going so fucking far off. What is it? So far ahead and beyond what they had to make improvements. Like that's just all you want. Like, damn, I can't wait to see what comes out when it does.
Yes, it comes out in October. It's right around the corner too. It's like October 28th as well.
Yeah, and kudos to Rockstar for always being the company that when they do make a sequel, they improve upon just about everything in every way, and they're not lazy with the way they do sequels. That's why it takes so fucking long.
Yeah,
they don't just give you a watered down. Yeah, they don't give you a watered down. Oh, I like Grand Theft Auto 3, but the car physics in 4, and it's like, no, dude. If you look at 3 and 4, they are two completely different types of, this is the same genre, but it's like it's super hard to compare because they've done so much work.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, it is a different generation, but still, it's like the formula changes so much between things while still saying the same. It's fucking. At some point, GTA is going to end up just being like a second life sim. That's almost what happened with 5.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
How many people still play that game and live there?
Yeah. 5 was more successful the second time around too.
Yeah, dude.
When they went to the next gen, it sold more than it made in the Xbox 360 and PS3's gen.
Yeah. It's just because they just hone that online so good. I'm afraid to see what happens, because you're gonna hear stories about people just getting addicted to that shit.
Yep.
Fucking dying online. Their little horses is gonna fall over and die. Oh man.
Great.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But yeah, it's a good thing for that game. It is good. Lately I've been reading comics. I've been actually going through I downloaded the Marvel Unlimited app.
Okay.
And I got myself a tablet so I could read them in a perfect page form.
Right. So
it's great.
You specifically told me you went to a certain time period and everything. So which one did you
Yeah,
get?
so I was like, there's a lot of Spider-Man stuff, and I was like, you know what? The last really good that got me hooked back into the series was during when J. Michael Straczynski took over on Spider-Man. So it was Amazing Spider-Man 30. Volume 2.
Okay.
Which Jason Scott Campbell did the cover. This is the book, the beginning of they debuted the character Ezekiel.
Okay. No, I'm not familiar with him.
So Ezekiel was a character that had Spider-Man's power, but the way he got his power was more through magic and natural.
Okay.
And he questioned how Spider-Man got his powers. Like where he was like, "Oh, it's been by radioactive spiders." Like, are you sure the power the spider didn't have the power before it got hit by the radioactive and things like that. And then they introduced this big character named Merlin. If you know the character Merlin, if you've read Spider-Verse, he was the big character. He was pretty much the villain of Spider-Verse. He comes back here and there, but he's this big character that pretty much feeds off the animal inside you, kind of thing.
Okay.
And he drains you. So pretty much he was after a full spider kind of thing. So Spider-Man was his next target.
Oh, okay.
So it's because Spider-Man wears the spider on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
You're showing him what powers you have.
I understand.
But
so would he, in theory, hunt somebody like Black Panther?
Probably.
Okay.
If it was like a natural, source, yeah. But he had it within years. Like there would be a certain thing he has to look for within the year.
Okay, cool.
So it goes like that. So he brought into those characters. The Spider-Man books started going into more mystical things. There was team-ups with Doctor Strange. There was a lot of good stuff. He had a really good run, but he had some rough patches in his run.
Okay, so
do
you have any specific
the rough
issues?
patches easily was, I don't know the issue by heart, but it was with Gwen Stacy that she wound up cheating. She wound up having babies with Norman Osborn, and they were like goblin clones.
What?
And that one was really bad. Pretty much, they had two babies that grew rapidly because he gave them the goblin serum.
But wasn't she dead? When did she come back?
Supposedly, she didn't die. When she left to have something with Norman Osborn before she died.
Really?
Yeah, they fucked that whole thing up and just pissed me off.
So wait, hold on. That was a retcon, or that was like supposed to be all the whole time?
That was supposed to be like the whole time kind of shit.
Really? Wow. All right. Okay.
Yeah, it really pissed me off, and I was like, wow, that just sucked.
Yeah.
And then also the Brand New Day, the One More Day, the other storyline I really didn't like. The other storyline was pretty much that made Spider-Man more spider than anything, and now he has like organic webbing and all that shit.
But he didn't become Man Spider, right?
He became something like that, and then he cocooned himself into Spider-Man Parker again.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a bad storyline. Right now, I'm at the Back in Black.
Okay.
So this takes place right after Civil War, of the aftermath. Everyone knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So Kingpin puts a hit out on Aunt May. Well, no, he puts a hit out on Mary Jane.
Gotcha.
And Aunt May gets shot.
Wow.
And this was the beginning of the Black and Black. This was also the beginning of how the One Last Day started, with him making the deal with Mephisto.
Really? Okay.
The deal with Mephisto was pretty much to keep Aunt May alive. But if we keep her alive, Mary Jane and Parker will know of each other existent, but never could see each other, kind of thing.
Really?
And that's what happened. And Brand New Day, Mary Jane was gone, and that's when they started the Brand New Day.
Now, was that them getting rid of their marriage?
Yeah, that was just pretty much a cop out getting Mary Jane off the book.
Wow, that sucks.
So yeah. So J. Michael Straczynski has some really good books, and he also has some really bad ones. But for the most part, his run was really good. This was before Dan Slotts took over.
Okay.
And then when Dan Slotts took over, the Amazing Spider-Man book became a bi-weekly comic. It was not monthly; it was bi-weekly. So there was a lot of Spider-Man comics coming left and right.
Okay. And so, on average, were they good, or were they?
These are the top results.
Yeah.
They whatever.
So one more. So when they went to Brand New Day, that's when they introduced Mr. Negative, which is a big character in the Spider-Man game.
Yeah. Right.
They introduced more characters within that world. Spider-Man was more like back to normal. It started the build of Superior Spider-Man. It started the build which led into going into Superior Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And all like that, because Dan Slotts wrote Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah. So do you mean Okay, so the beginning was the part where they had Otto and him switch bodies. That part where he was like the old cripple-looking Dr. Octopus.
That was the end. That was the end of
the end.
that run.
Okay, yeah. So, and that was the one that was super controversial. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And then I went to Superior Spider-Man.
Yes, that's okay.
Yeah, which I'm looking forward to reading that too.
Now, do you remember if that line leading up to that moment were those stories good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because that stuff I haven't read. I have not read any of the stuff leading up to, except for the last, I think it was 2 issues.
That whole thing was great.
Okay.
The whole build into the Octavius, everything like that. I think Dan Slott's run on Amazing Spider-Man was really epic. Like, I think he had some of the best writing on Spider-Man in a long time. Even now, like after Superior Spider-Man, it was really good stuff as well.
Okay.
I think he just left the book this year.
I was going to ask you, because I remember when they changed the cover. Didn't they change the name of the book back to Amazing, or was it just Spider-Man?
It went back to Amazing.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But and then they kind of brought back Octavius eventually down the road as well.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, they brought back everything. So yeah, he never died. Like, he was stuck in that robot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then he finally found the body, and he became the Superior Octopus.
Really?
And he took over Hydra.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Yeah. Like, honestly, if you like reading things like that, like, I'm trying to get. I've been reading I got the Marvel Unlimited app, and pretty much it gives you every fucking comic known to man. It's about 6 months off of the current stuff.
Okay.
But if you pick a particular part, you're gonna read everything, and you can read everything. It looks really nice. All the pages are good, and you're able to read comics.
That's awesome.
It's like $60 for a full year. It's $10 a month. I got the free month from the Amazing Spider-Man, the Spider-Man PS4 game. For the collector's edition, they gave me the free month.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because you had mentioned that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've been using it, and I've been loving it. I've been reading back into comics. I'm planning to go into X-Men again. Try to catch up to what happened to X-Men, even though there's a lot of bad, there's a lot of good stuff too. Like the last big story arc I read of X-Men was the Messiah Complex.
Now, how old is that?
That's pretty old. That was when it was the last mutant, and Cable was kind of protecting Hope.
Okay, cool.
That was the last.
That's the one where Bishop was trying to kill the baby, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I actually heard that was pretty. Yeah, that's pretty.
But yeah.
Good.
If you have the money, if you like comics and you don't like spending all the money on buying comics, the Marvel Unlimited app is great. Comixology app is great. For a lot of comics, you could just read and enjoy. I have Comixology because I saw Usagi Yojimbo is available, and you can read all the fucking run of Usagi Yojimbo.
Nice.
So I was like, fuck yeah.
Now I have a question. What line is Usagi under? What's the name of the
Dark Horse?
Dark Horse. Okay. Really?
He's been Dark Horse since 1987.
And Dark Horse is Disney now?
No.
Right? No, I thought they got bought by somebody.
No.
I'm confusing the fact that Star Wars was Dark Horse.
Yeah.
I'm confusing that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Dark Horse has always been its own independent publisher.
And still is? That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Probably one of the last final ones between that and Image.
So Image still is. Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, now what about stuff like IDW and
what's the other
big one? Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, there's only like 4 really. It's them and there's another one.
Well, Boom Studios, right? Which is doing Power Rangers, which made a name off of the Power Ranger book, pretty much.
Yes. Okay, cool.
And I think they're handling the WWE comic.
I've actually heard good things about those. I like the covers.
Yeah.
Like, I bought a few of them just for the covers to give to a friend of mine.
WWE?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually read them. They're stupid storylines, but
yeah, they're silly.
I guess they're more entertaining than Raw right now.
Oh boy! If you want to know about how we feel about Raw, make sure you check out the Wrestling Dabble podcast.
Yes.
It'll be on the RedCycloneInc channel before this episode, so check it
Yes.
out.
Yes. But yeah, yeah. So I checked out the books and stuff like that. I do like the covers. Like I picked up the Alexa Bliss cover
Ah, okay.
because they had her
No,
with the belt, and that was the current artist doing it, and it was awesome. I love Alexa Bliss, so I got
how long ago was that? That was this year, or
that. It came out late last year.
okay, cool. Yeah, like I think it was early last year where I was going to Forbidden Planet downtown, and I was just, I'll just buy this. I like this cover.
Yeah,
I don't think it's funny. Like there were a few comic books that were just like that. There was a time period where it was like, oh, this comic just the cover looks cool. This looks interesting. I'm not gonna read this Bloodshot comic, but he's fighting some dude that reminds me of RoboCop. So I'm gonna, you know what I mean, something like that. So yeah, the power of cover art is understated.
Yeah,
It can make you purchase something you have no interest in.
exactly. Like there's times I bought a cover, just a comic cover, just for the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been able to do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad your adventure into that service has actually been pretty good, because I have never gotten a full review of Comixology. It's Comixology, right? It's not the other. Not Marvel now.
Comixology. Well, Marvel Unlimited, it's the one I'm using for the Spider-Man books and stuff like that. Comixology is more like if you like independent books, they have a lot of them available. If you
so it's two different services you're using.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Comixology is I think $5.99. If you have an Amazon account, I think it's only $5.
Okay.
But if you don't have Amazon, it's $10.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a lot of like indie books. It has a lot of like it has the Boom Power Rangers, the first like 5 trades you can read.
Wow, awesome.
It has Usagi Yojimbo. It has like the whole one Ninja Turtles. So things like that, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Hasn't Ninja Turtles started? Wasn't it? I think the 27th.
Yeah, the new show started.
Did you get to see the first episode or no?
I did watch the first 2 episodes. It was okay.
Really? Okay. Cool. Because remember we had a whole discussion on it, and we thought we had our thoughts then. So, do you have enough memory of the episode that you can talk about it now? Or you want to wait till another time?
I will have to wait because I gotta refresh myself. I was a little annoyed by it for the most part, but other than that, it wasn't bad. I like that John Cena is the heel.
Really?
He's the main bad guy.
You did tell me that. That's right.
John Cena's the main bad guy. I like the characteristics. It goes more to a comedy style, but there's things about the Turtles and what they were all these years that's not there, and it made me a little disappointed.
Okay. All right.
But yeah.
All right. So you know what I'll do? They're on Nickelodeon. Okay, I'll see if I can try to find them.
Yeah.
So I can check those out, so we can both talk about them next week.
Yes, I'll watch them again. So they're only like 15 minutes out long.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's short episodes, yeah.
All right, so I'll definitely check those out. And one more thing I want to talk about this week was I was introduced to the PlayStation Now service.
Yeah.
Because now you have the ability to download the games and not just stream them.
Okay.
So that means, you can look at the library they have. They keep touting this specific number, over 650 PS4, PS3, and PS2 games, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. The games on there are actually pretty good. That's the thing you want to know. Because they could all just be like Barbie's horse racing.
Doo-doo.
Bubsy. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a lot of garbage. Because, to be honest, every video game library has a bunch of trash in it. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of stuff you don't want. So I'm glad to see that they have really curated this thing. It's not just a bunch of old sports games. Like, hey, you want to play Madden from PlayStation? No. But they do have stuff like WWE 2K16. They do have some of the 2K sports games. Yeah. Because they're more playable than the old ones. I doubt you want to play the PS2 ones, or hey, maybe, I don't know. Do you remember if the PS2 Madden's games were good?
Madden 04 and 05 were the best ones.
And those were on PS2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I do remember that. Wasn't that like the height of? No, I think that's when it became like super popular.
Yeah.
Not the height. I wouldn't say the height, but I think that's like when it became on the map. When it was like you knew about Madden tournaments and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, you knew it was a real thing. People was putting money on Madden.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I can see that, but I doubt they have those in there. But that'd be funny. But that said, I did my own little run through of what exactly the games are, and I didn't even get to like see, and I was like, all right, I would definitely do this. They have right now, they have a 7-day free trial, which I mean I recommend if you can stream stuff, period. Like if you do most of your viewing via streaming, you might want to have a good data plan, a good like just what you're up and you're down, and for your actual internet you might want to get a good plan because they do test your internet before you do it. I assume that's to see if you can do it, but because of the new additions to be able to download the game, I don't think that's as much of a factor anymore.
Yeah.
Because they just know it's not really humanly possible or mechanically possible for people all around the world to stream these games. That's just not the deal. And I think Nintendo's going to learn that soon because they have a service similar. And I've heard really bad things about Resident Evil 7 on that streaming service. So this is a step in the right direction for PlayStation. Because I've heard, and maybe does the Xbox Game Pass already let you download the games anyway?
Yeah, they did that from the beginning.
Yes, from the get-go. So this is them learning their lesson.
Because I think Xbox learned off of the EA Access. I think EA Access was the first one to do it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
and you were able to download the games as long as you had the subscription. You could download those games, and those games stay in your folder.
Yes.
Once you take off the subscription, you can still have the game there. You just say you have to renew the membership to play.
Okay, cool. So
Or
I think it's gonna be the same deal. But that's a big addition. Like I said, 7-day trial is free. 1 month is $20, and 3 months is 44, basically 45.
Yeah.
It's worth it if you're gonna play a lot of games.
Yeah.
Or like maybe if you want to produce some content, that's a really good deal because there's a lot of good stuff. I have to reiterate, there's a lot of good games on here.
Yeah.
You kind of forget which games that were exclusive or back in the day were usually tailored towards one console or another because that was a thing.
Yeah.
But you really get a sense of like there were a lot of fucking good games on the Sony side of things as well. Like most people still remember like 360 probably had the most good games out of any console's lifespan.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are mostly platforms, so a lot of them are back and forth. But there was a lot of good exclusives on Sony stuff that I could see a lot of people going back to the PS2 era and finding some of the games that were there and being like, damn, I remember this shit was awesome, So it's worth it. You just have access to all those games at any time. So I'd say if you have the money, do it. I'm thinking about checking out the free trial just to see for myself like how long does it take to download the games. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard they do the thing that they do for PS4 games now, or any game you buy, that you can play a game while it's streaming. After a certain point, it'll give you like a ready thing. I heard I've heard that it is a thing with this. So while you're downloading, I guess you can play some of the game. So that's okay. So that's a cool thing to check out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation now, Xbox has one too, the Game Pass, and
Game Pass, yes.
There's a bunch of them.
And Nintendo has one now. With their thing, I don't know if the West has it yet. I do know the Japanese Switch has the streaming service.
All I know is that it has the classic games. That's all I know it has.
Right. Yeah, so in Japan, there's an actual component where you can stream certain games that they put on there. The only way you can play Resident Evil 7 on the Switch is via the streaming service.
Okay.
So like there's certain games I guess otherwise the system's not capable of handling that you'll have to stream.
Okay.
Which in that sense, I think you'll never be able to download them because the system can't handle it. You have to stream it.
Okay.
don't exactly know how that works. I'm not a tech wizard, but I do know Resident Evil 7 in its current state can't work on that system, so they have to do it that way. So that's a cool little thing they're trying, and maybe someday they'll get the kinks out. Maybe someday the US will mandate a certain speed for everybody. Hopefully that will come soon, so we don't have to. When is it? I think it's still not considered a necessary utility, the internet.
Yeah.
So that's a whole thing that has to be changed around and whatnot. So it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you got anything else, Mark?
Not much. You got WWE 2K19 coming out very soon.
Yes.
I've been hearing nothing but positive.
I was gonna say, I know you said you have the Woo edition.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. That goes against everything we believe in. We boo the Woo.
It's not the same Woo.
Okay. All right.
We booed the female Woo. We love the male Woo.
Boo the female. Okay.
We don't like Charlotte. We love Ric Flair though.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the greats. There was actually a little video of him at a baseball game. I think today or yesterday, he was throwing out the first. He either throwing out the first pitch or he was just a guest on the field, just walking around and wooing. That's pretty funny. He literally had a microphone, and I just saw it, and he was just wooing on the mic. And I'm just like, I could imagine what it sounded like in the stadium. She's just sitting there, woo! Everybody, the entire stadium is wooing because they made a point to say, oh yeah, we got Tom, blah blah blah. Have you ever heard the sound of I think like so and so thousand people wooing at the same time? It's amazing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's coming out. So far, all I've been hearing is good, positive things about it so far. So that's a good sign.
Nice.
The fact that you could cash in money in the bank anytime you want now, and it like you could choose your winner, so you can actually give someone the money in the bank. You don't even have to have them fight for it.
Kevin Owens, give him that butt. Give him that.
He's always gonna have the briefcase. He's always gonna have a briefcase. He's gonna have his face, the American face.
Oh yes, please. Although Shinsuke in that new and that Uncle Sam outfit is pretty good.
I'm mad that he didn't come out to it on Thursday.
Yes,
on Tuesday.
Me too.
I'm like, yo, where's my USA outfit?
The United States of Knock America.
Yeah, exactly. He should be coming out on that.
Reach their potential.
Yeah. Last but not least, we did record a Power Ranger cast. Power Ranger Samurai. I guess special episode. Definitely check it out. I'll be posting it soon.
Can you give me some details? What are your thoughts on Power Ranger Samurai?
So this season was the first that Saban took the rights back. So they tried their best to like pay homage to the original. So it started off with the original theme. It had the original theme as the main thing. Okay. But just with Power Ranger Samurai added to it, but it was the original beat and everything. Mm-hmm. But the one thing they did that make you cringe is that they all say their names.
Now, what do you mean when they say their names? They say the name of the person, the character playing. The character,
the person says the character's name
every time.
Yeah,
like when they morph, you mean?
No, when they say when the opening credits hit.
Oh. That's interesting.
It ruins the song.
Wow.
Ruins the song.
I'm just thinking about that. Wow.
I'll say a little preview. My highlight of the show, my favorite part of the show, and also I think Tenacious T agreed with me, was these two villains. These two villains were the highlights of the show. I think they had the most complex story, and they actually had a full story throughout the series that made you really into those two characters, which was the character named Decker and Dayu.
Okay.
Decker, cool. It may be a regular a face you recognize. Decker was played by Cole, the Red Ranger from Wild Force.
Oh, really?
This was before his stabbing of his roommate.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
In this series, he was a straight badass.
Really?
He was a straight badass. He was pretty much like a samurai that just wanted to fight. He had to feed blood to his sword. and
Oh,
he wanted it the most
okay.
epic battle, and was supposed to be the Red Ranger. So he'll come up to the Red Ranger like we're this destined to fight, and they had some crazy sword fights and shit.
Can I ask, did they name the sword appropriately?
Neonasha or something like that.
Oh, it's not Masamune, like
No.
the Japanese legend. Oh,
No, it's Neonasha or something like that.
okay, cool.
But yeah, he had a sword name. The sword looked dope too. It was like it had like a blood ridge on it.
Mm-hmm.
That was white and red blood. And when he turned into a Norlac, it was actually pretty dope as well.
That's a race in the show.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
What about the other villain? You said there was two people.
Yeah, and Dayu, which is his girlfriend that he don't remember because he was cursed. Like the dude cursed him to forget everything, and that was his love interest. And there was a bunch of little stories and that shit. That was the most interesting thing.
Okay, understood. All right. So make sure you check that out on the Mark with the Mic SoundCloud.
Yes.
Um,
And then we also have another Ranger cast. We did the top Red Rangers, which is a short cast, which will probably come out in 2 weeks.
Cool. Nice.
Yep.
So now that you know, there's stuff going up on the Mark with the Mic SoundCloud and the Mark with the Mic YouTube. Also on RedCycloneInc. We're still doing Fantasy Star. I think I'm almost halfway done.
All right.
Oh, this game. It just gets not better and better the further you go. The story. I just mean the story. It's just the voice acting. It just never gets better. It really does.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst part of it. But I'm slugging through it. It's still fun to actually fight in the game, but like you gotta listen to some cutscenes. Not great.
Yeah.
And just make sure you check out the RedCycloneInc YouTube, Mark with the Mic YouTube for all our playthroughs and our podcasts. Wrestling Babble will be up on both channels this week, so check that out.
Yep.
Make sure you catch this podcast on Mark with the Mic SoundCloud, the RedCycloneInc SoundCloud, and on YouTube.
Yes.
Also, we have Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. We do have a Facebook. Watch out, because some Russian or Chinese hacker may be sending you messages about penis enlargement pills. Listen, it ain't us.
Hey, if you need it, we ain't gonna judge you.
If you need it, don't go on Facebook for it. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Anyway, we also have a WordPress, excuse me. So all of our stuff will go up there as well. And that's gonna be it for this week. Thank you for listening.
I have Mr. Softly trying to interrupt the damn cast.
Oh shit. It's still hot out. Go get your ice cream.
Yeah, man.
No, it's not. I got a hoodie on.
I still eat ice cream in a hoodie.
All right. You know what?
It's best.
Different. That's another level right there.
Yes.
He's out there double fisting John Cena ice cream cones and shit. Like, we don't need all that. Man. Don't do it.
Where's our wrestling bars?
They don't.
Wrestling ice cream?
Are they gone?
Oh,
for
they
real?
stopped them a long time ago.
Ooh.
CM Punk was trying to get them back, and he had a T-shirt about it, and it never happened.
Damn. If anybody could, the New Day could.
Yes. They tried.
Really?
They had ice cream like 2 years ago.
No. But the bars, the old school bars.
Yeah.
They didn't have those, right?
No, they had like it was an icy maker.
Yeah, I remember.
Like a snow cone maker.
I remember Cozy's shirt with the melting,
Yeah.
the melting
It was.
bar in it.
I'm still waiting on the pancake mix.
Not available in stores yet?
No. Wow. I'm surprised they haven't jumped on there yet.
New Day, you're slacking. What's taking so long?
It's probably the FCC.
It's got too much Biggie hair on it.
Yeah.
Because he keeps pulling pancakes from his crotch. What do we tell you, Biggie? Stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout outs to, what was it? Who said it? Was it Byron Saxton? That said no. I think it was Corey Graves that said the pancakes taste like pickle juice or something.
Yeah.
Oh God. Anyway, that's been it for this week. Please just follow everything on social media, our Twitter, Tumblrs, and all that stuff. And don't forget sandwiches.
And follow Jenkins.
He's got them all.
Yes, follow him. Look at him. Look at him angry. Look at him like you just farted. Like those things. Just look at him.
Like he farted in the elevator.
Yeah.
Woo! No bueno. I've been there. All right, y'all.
All right, peace out. Later.
Here's
Before we
something.
have to copyright.
Here's something I learned that the house cleaning people do not react to farts in elevators. They keep straight faces. They keep their conversations going.
Yeah, because they got to deal with old men.
Don't ask me how I
farting.
know. Oh, shit. All right, y'all.
You know, because you smelt it. And you like,
I know because I dealt it. Sometimes you don't
smelt it and dealt it.
You don't listen when you don't know that the elevator is going to stop. Sometimes you think it's safe. I'm just saying. We've all probably been there. It's the worst when just like a small woman gets on. Like, oh shit, I didn't mean it, man.
Sorry. Like, air out. Then you just try to play cool and like, damn, it was staying.
There's a camera in that elevator. There's a camera somewhere of me fanning a fart. That's all I know. That's all I know. Like, it happened.
Like, oh damn, well damn. But then again, when you get in the elevator with her by yourself, you're like, damn, that person before me, oh shit, they snapped. When there was no one, it was just you propped up.
Yeah, RedCycloneInc.
Yes.